Hi everyone, it's the 20th of March. It's Burak from Trading Channels, and this is the weekend video update. Let's have a look at ESE mini contract first. This green support held at the previous lows, as you can see here, and we had a huge push, and which basically at the close of Friday it smashed through this red top band as well. So I thought maybe there was one more maybe to reverse at the red top band. You can see the two touches here and two touches there. So that was a potential bear flag. But the bear flag has to be, broken to the downside. But it's basically broken to the upside, which is a failure of a bear flag. And in return, obviously, it is extremely bullish right now. Now, of course, this whole push on Friday also was caused by the break of this blue resistance. So you can see here 1, 2, 3 touches. The fourth one, it didn't even come back for a proper back test, and it just pushed on. The next potential major resistance is the golden top band. We'll see if it holds. Maybe we see another pullback, even a deep one. I mean, we have to. If we see a reversal right there, and that's around 4,500, maybe slightly above that, that's depending on how, 4,500, 505. If it gets there and we see a sharp reversal, and if it doesn't at the stop red support, then it would sell off quite a bit. But I don't think that's going to happen, and the reason I will explain in a few minutes. This golden top band is speculative resistance, and it may get completely ignored to basically get it all the way to new all-time highs. And I think new all-time highs are coming. And the reason is, this is the Dow Jones. And you can see here, this golden top band and this golden channel was a potential bear flag. But then it was negated, it was a void, it had been invalidated when the red and golden double resistance were both broken. You can see this is the red resistance, was broken, back tested, and then we had a huge push. Now it's breaking that blue top band, and this blue channel is the textbook definition of a bull flag, which once it's broken, aims for a new all-time high above 37,000. Dow Jones had been much more resilient during the recent correction, and it actually formed the best bull flag that can that a market can form. And now this bull flag is getting ready for a break. I mean, it's already slightly broken, and I reckon there will be some more follow through. Maybe we come for a back test and then push on higher. The new target is going to be $37,000. So this here, I thought maybe this golden top band would cause a reversal. We'll see a touch on that blue or even green together, and then push on to all-time highs. But bulls had no patience, and they basically took over in a massive way after this bounce, and it basically smashed this golden top band. So this golden bear flag is invalidated, and it's broken to the upside. Nasdaq, I made a very clear case. So this previous support on the green, clearly this was a very nice break to the downside, but it failed miserably, and bears lost the chance to basically keep the control and push it all the way to the red bottom band at around 12,000. That's what I thought. Once this was broken, we'll see more waterfall drop to get to that 12,000. But this push was very, very strong. The red bull flag is now broken with very, very strong action. You can see this green resistance was broken, back tested, and this is incredibly strong. And this is two back tests on that green, and very strong push. Now this bull flag, the red one, is broken. The next potential bull flag is this green top band, as you know, this is the potential resistance. That level, I'm going to put a mark on this, possibly around 14,600 ish. That's potential resistance. If we see a reversal, I think it will come down to at least 14,000, and then later on, if the green one can be broken as well, then we will eventually get to 16,000 minimum. That will be the previous golden internal resistance, and that you can see here, that was the previous support, held at the back test, came down. Now we're going to see, so this level and this zone will be the next target at least, and that's going to be the 16,000. And then we'll see, of course, if it pushes, then it can get to all the way to 18,000. But that's a long shot. I would be focused on this green top, and then after the breakout, more upside. And Russell has, so the best bullish signal came from Russell, RTY, and the reason is this golden top band had two touches. This was the previous low, and this is the low of last week or this week. And I said, if we see a bounce off this, we're going to go all the way. We may go all the way to the golden top band. And that's exactly what's happening. This is the only one that formed a bear flag at the previous lows without making a new low. And you can see that Russell is showing relative strength, just like Dow Jones, that it didn't touch a new low below the February lows. And Nasdaq and ES, they did touch new lows. So now, after that, this black resistance was broken. And of course, we bought this green bull flags back test at 2055. That's the long entry. And I'm keeping it all the way to the golden top band minimum. That's around 2100. So that was a, perfect bull flag. Broken, back tested, not much to lose. We bought it there to come all the way to the golden top band. And we'll see, you can see that 2100 is very strong resistance. And the reason is this, obviously this here, look, 1 second. I'm going to switch to 4-hourly chart to show you this support rail. Okay, it was broken and it got back tested 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. And it's coming for another back test at 2100. So the previous blue support, the previous blue broken support, and now it's becoming resistance. It has become resistance, and it's getting to that resistance one more time together with the golden top band. And that's why I think we may see a reversal at just below 2100. That golden top band would be, I think, may become a strong reversal resistance to take it all the way to 2050 or so at least. And we'll see if that one is also invalidated by completely ignoring that golden top band. That's also possible. So we have to keep an eye on that. I can't obviously complain if it completely ignores that golden top band. We're holding half long. FTSE surprised me, and the reason is, so this blue support rail, you can see that one, after 7-8 touches, it was broken to the downside, 2 back tests, and then I thought maybe you're going to see some gap fill. This is a gap open gap, and this one was filled, but this one is still left open. I thought we were going to see a gap fill and then later on break this golden resistance. That didn't happen. The golden resistance was broken, back tested, and more significantly, the blue resistance is broken and back tested. And finally, it cleared this purple resistance and back tested following the reversal at the green. And now even the green resistance is broken, which leaves no overhead resistances left. So there is no overhead resistance. This is the last one. And I reckon it's going to keep on pushing to 7,600-ish and possibly more all the way to the red top band. And that red top band you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this, of course, was completely, influenced by the war in Ukraine as well. So it's now recovering. Let's have a look at DAX. I was hoping that DAX, within this golden downtrend, it would touch this red bottom band so that we could buy very strong rally. We could buy into that, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. I thought it would come down all the way here for a very, very good buying chance. Well, it is what it is. This golden bull flag later on was cleared and it was, you know, broken. This blue resistance is broken. It came for a, you know, almost a back test. It didn't come all the way there. This black broken resistance was back tested. You can see here. Sorry, broken support came and it became a resistance twice. So you can see these two touches are the back test. The back test of this black resistance. Now we're going to get, I think it's going to get to that green previous support that was broken. You can see it has already become a resistance here, and I think it's going to get there, and we'll see if it can push on above and touch that red resistance. So this here, that red one, we can argue that this is a kind of a rail. So we'll see if we can get there and push on and get to that green very top band at 16,000 euros. Let's have a look at commodities. Oil touched this blue support. I thought it would come to the very bottom blue support here while it was filling this gap. This gap is at 91.87. This here. It came for it filled half of that gap, but it didn't come all the way there. So it may still do that. It may come down to the blue bottom band before it rallies higher to fill this gap, touch that blue bottom band, and then really push higher again. You can see this red resistance was broken. This is the deep back test. Well, this was broken because of the war. So it can't be very accurate when there is so much news going around. But it is what it is. It did the job and it's still pushing higher. And I have told you many times that, you know, Brent is never going to see the 60s again, 55, 60. And that's the reason was this purple mega bull flag that was broken and back tested twice. And it held, both of them held, and then we pushed on higher. And it basically reversed at the green top band, that green resistance. Okay, so this is a green veg. Clearly, I mean, if it does break to the downside, we may get a backtest on the red broken resistance. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect touches, and then we had a big breakout. So ideally, it shouldn't come down below this red broken resistance. It should hold as support, and we should be seeing 150, 170 in the coming years and months. And that's what bull flags do. The previous high is going to be taken out, and that is already, I mean, it came very close to that level, 147. The high was 137. This is Brent oil. Yeah, be careful. So I think 147 is not very hard to take out, really. Let's have a look at natgas here. This the blue resistance is the one to watch, and that may be broken soon. But I think this gap is still, there is a chance to fill that gap at 4 if this golden perfect bear flag, I mean this touch and bounce, which I explained to you in the last week's free video, if this touch holds, and then we will see some more upside. And you can see this here was the perfect touch and bounce, which cleared this green resistance. This black one may turn into a strong resistance, which should get it all the way to the golden bottom band and then possibly break it. I would completely abandon this gap fill idea if this blue resistance is broken, and that's around 5.2, 5.25. But there is still, in my opinion, there is still a chance to get to that 4 level to the minimum. I mean, even below 4, if this golden channel is broken. And gold, I reckon gold is going to fill this gap, and that's around 1890. And this black channel, this little one, is a bull flag, potential bull flag. 3 touches at the bottom, 2 at the top. So we may get a touch at the top to get to that golden top band, and then after that I expect another down move. So we'll see how this works. Excuse me, this is not very accurate, is it? Sorry. Let's have a look at it this way. Like this. Okay, I think the slope of it was not very correct. So I'm going to see it like this. All right, this is it. So this golden channel, like you can see this golden resistance held, and it's also part of this black bull flag, and I think we may see a touch on this at 1960 or so before it comes down further towards this 1890. Let's have a look at it on the 4-hourly, that 1890, and ultimately maybe even this green bottom band before it pushes on higher, and that green bottom band is around 1860. That's still possible if the golden top band holds and it causes a reversal and a massive downwards move. So we'll see. Silver is inside this red bull flag. That is the perfect definition of a bull flag. Okay, and we may get a touch at around 2450. That's going to be the green. So this green channel was broken. This is of course war news, and that's why the break and the backtest was not very clean, but it's still a bull flag. This green one was a bull flag that was broken, and it may come all the way to 2450 for a backtest together with the blue bottom band, and then possibly push to 30 right from there. 2450 is the level to watch. Euro is stuck between this blue broken resistance, so now broken support that became a resistance. That's perfect. You can see that, and then we have a two back tests, and you can see the previous the top band of the blue, the bottom band. So it's stuck between this blue resistance and the black support. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this black support breaks, I think we may see another low here at 108, maybe even 107.50, and then possibly another big push. However, if it really wants to rally, it has to clear this blue resistance, and that would make it a long entry to target 112, 113 to the red top band, and that's the potential resistance. Pound sterling has already bounced quite a bit. It didn't touch this blue bottom band. I was hoping that it would come all the way here and then bounce. Nonetheless, the red channel is a bull flag, and it's breaking to the upside slowly. If it can break back into the green, so if it can move inside the green broken channel, you can see this was a bull flag. It was broken to the downside rather than up. So that is that was very bearish, which came to a new low. And now if it can break the red, which is already happening, and the green, then it would be more upside for pound sterling. But I may argue that the red top band is this. So because then the touch, the bottom band touch would be this. So it is a little bit, we need a bit more, let's say, evidence to call it a channel or a bull flag. I don't have much confidence on this red one, and we will see how this green one reacts when it gets back tested. US dollar, Japanese yen. I'm going to show you only the very long term one, and that's a multi-decade chart. The first major break was this blue resistance that was from 1985. That is the back test and really good push. Then the green one, just this week, this green resistance, long-term resistance, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it's gone. together with this red resistance. So that's a rising resistance breaking to the upside, which means US dollar Japanese yen has a long way up to go, and that's the long-term target is 125, 130. You call it. I mean, it's hard to say where this can stop. In my view, it's not going to stop before it gets to 125. So this is a huge break. Okay, and that was followed by the green bull flag, the golden bull flag. You know, everything was pointing to more upside, really. So now this is the XY, that US dollar index. You can see that red broken resistance was back tested twice. Yeah, and they both held. That is very, very strong support now. This is the resistance, 4-touch resistance, broken, back test. It's almost inverse euro, obviously, because euro is half of the US dollar index. So now there is two options here, very major critical point here. It may rally to break this green resistance and get to 102, and if it does break that, it's almost certainly going to get to 102, which is going to be the green top band. Okay, this is the COVID low, big rally, came back down without making a new low. It pushed on higher, and that makes the green top band as a channel top, a potential channel top. However, if it breaks this red support, I think it's going to come back down all the way to the green support, which already has so many touches. You can see it may break it, and it may get to all the way to below 95. Kiwi and Aussie, they are looking extremely strong, and the reason is, so Kiwi, after bouncing off the blue and the golden broken resistance, yeah, and then it broke this red perfect bull flag and it pushed on higher. Now it's pushing the green internal resistance. Yeah, it's gonna probably break it to get to that green top band, and this green channel is a mega bull flag. The high was last year March, and this here is a massive bull flag in the making. In my view, once this is broken, it's gonna very, very fast, it's gonna get to that 75 level and possibly higher. And Aussie dollar is the same. You can see, I think I showed this in last week's video as well, this blue mega bull flag, yeah, it was broken and back tested right here. This golden support held. Okay, many people would call it an head and shoulders, but head and shoulders is a bearish structure, and I don't think this is bearish. It's gonna break this red resistance. I don't agree this is a bearish structure, because this blue channel is broken to the upside and got back tested, and now what is happening is that it's forcing this red resistance together with the green. It's going to probably break this level. If it can break this level, it's going to keep on pushing. So it's very, very critical what it's going to do this week, sorry, next week. You can see this black support and the golden channel, that was a bull flag, it was broken. So even this bull flag is destined to deliver a new high, which would break this red and green resistances. So I reckon Aussie dollar is gonna get to that new high and keep on pushing at least to 75.50. Sorry, 77.50. Okay, enough for the normal markets. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I think this blue triangle is forming. I don't have much to add. This red broken channels backtest held, and that the only way this can turn into very bullish is by breaking 46.50, 46,500. If it can break that level, which is the red resistance, only that way Bitcoin can turn into very, very bullish. There is still a possibility for it to come to take out this blue, this potential blue support. So you will see if it bounces and then causes a break later on, and that would be that would target 30,000. Okay, that would target $30,000, and then from here I would expect a major rally towards 72,000. So I'm still hoping that we can capture that low and buy into that. I mean, that low would be the golden and green major double support to target 72. Let's have a look at Ethereum. I'm not really very convinced about this current structure, even though it has cleared this red resistance. You can see it has cleared this red resistance, so it is obviously quite bullish. I'm going to delete this black bear flag, but bear flags, once they are broken, they should get to a lower than previous low. So I think there is still a chance for it to come down. I'm going to show you one possible formation right here, like this. Okay, so this one, let's put it in red. Okay, that red resistance may hold to cause this blue support, potential bounce, and then come all the way to $2,000. And then after that $2,000, I expect a minimum of $5,000 if it gets to that blue bottom band, which already has 2 touches. So if it gets there and rallies, that would be a very major low at 2,000 to rally to 5,000. And Zcash has, I'm going to switch to daily and show all the altcoins very quickly. This blue resistance on Zcash, this is the black bull flag. So it has to break this black channel to the upside to get to the minimum of 320. Luna is the strongest one. You can see that red support, and it has already touched a new all-time high recently. So it is showing relative strength, massive relative strength compared to all the other coins, all the other altcoins. So there is something with something about Luna. Sandbox, black support held, and we had a really nice bounce, but it's not enough to break this red bull flag just yet. Any move to break the red top band would of course call for at least 9. Okay, that's 750, 8, 9, and possibly higher. However, there is still a possibility to break this black support at the next touch, which will be the 4th one, to come all the way to the green bottom band. You may remember I called this high at 8.8 as a major wall, and then from that wall it came all the way to 2.5. So from 8.8 to 2.5, that was a major 7% down. So now if this green bottom band wants to be tested, then it's going to come down and then rally to break this red bull flag. Okay, but all in all, I think this looks very, very bullish. Sandbox. This is Cardano, and the blue channel is the bull flag that can be broken to the upside. Okay, that is still good. And clearly this black channel's break was bearish, and then the golden support was bearish. You can see it has a back tested, but this blue channel is quite bullish as a bull flag potential. Matic has to break this blue resistance. It still has a possibility to come down, and it's unlikely because it's not selling off. Unlikely to come all the way to the black and blue at around 65 cents. But if it does, obviously you should buy, or it will smash this blue resistance and then get to 2.5, 2.7. Solana came very close to the blue bottom band. I may argue that it's already tested that blue bottom band. So the blue top band here, blue bottom band is holding, or it's going to come to the green bottom band and then rally. So that green channel, that's like a double story bull flag. So if it comes here, then gets there and then rally to break out. So this becomes a major bull flag in the making. Okay, that is still, I mean, it's correction basically. What we have on our launch is this black broken resistance was back tested, deep back tested, and now the blue channel is a bull flag, and I reckon it's going to be broken eventually unless this black support breaks first. But all in all, I think this looks bullish if the blue channel can be broken to the upside. Monero is very, very close to a major break, and the reason is that red resistance, okay, which already has 4 touches. This is the 5th touch, and you can see this green previous support that was broken and back tested. It was broken back up, so Monero is looking very bullish now because it's already clearing this red major resistance all the way from last year May high. Okay, so that's like a 10-month correction is coming to an end, I believe. The Chilis is ideally it would come to that 10 cents and then rally to break the golden bull flag, but so far it has no interest in coming back further down towards 10 cents. But if it does, then I think it would eventually get to 130, 180. Obviously this break of the blue channel was bearish, but I think this black channel, if it gets tested at the bottom band, it would rally, and in this 10 cents, it would be a very critical support. Tezos has, ideally it should come to the green and golden at around 2.4, 2.45, and then rally to break the red bull flag. So 2.45, I'm hoping that it's going to get there so we can buy that double support, green plus golden. And PYR has already, you can see it's already breaking it to the upside. So this is Vulcan Forge, the game coin, and you can see it's already breaking it to the upside, that blue bull flag. While the world is inside this black bull flag, so it may break to the upside soon. Shiba Inu already pushing that golden top band, and we may see a major breakout soon. This golden channel is very, very good bullish structure. And last but not least is Dogecoin. Delete this one, that turned to, so this blue channel, sorry, blue support is still holding, as you can see. So if it can go all the way to the green top band and it can break it, then Dogecoin will look very bullish again, unless it breaks this blue support for good and get to that very bottom green bottom band. Okay, all right, hope it helps. Try to cover quite a lot. It was a long video, but I hope it's beneficial for you. I'm at Trading Channels, so it's Burak at Trading Channels. Have a good rest of the Sunday, guys. Bye.